Well, we should be live. I always have a delay, so it's always hard to tell if I start it. There it is. Okay, we are live. So for anybody who has not seen the news today, this is kind of what I want to get out there, because I know they posted it around in all the groups. Got something. Okay. Sorry, I had something playing in the background. Okay, so as I say, they put this out. Tarantula Keeps Coalition put out a news update today. I think it's very, very important for the whole hobby. But I know not everybody is inside of the different tarantula groups on Facebook and stuff like that, and not everybody even knows that the Tarantula Keepers Coalition exists. So I thought I would do a stream, go over that article today really quickly. I'm not going to touch on everything, because I would prefer you go and look at their site and see what they're all about, read the article for yourself. But the link to the article is in the description. The link to their Facebook page is also in the description if you would like to go check out the Tarantula Keepers Coalition. If you don't know what they are a group of tarantula keepers that are dealing with some of the legal issues coming from the Lacey Act. I can't completely get into it. You can go look at their site, and it'll explain more about what it is. But they are looking at taking like any actions legally, that kind of thing, looking into stuff with us, dealing with the Fish and Wildlife Services for us. I'm getting news articles out there and dealing with the issues we're having currently with the Lacey Act. So they are basically trying to help support the hobby, so we should go and support them. So please go check out their website, like their Facebook page, see what they're doing. They do some fundraiser stuff. They do have a link on the site if you want to help them financially for what they are doing. I think it's very, very important that everybody goes and checks out their site. But now let's get into the article that they put out today. Like I said, I'm not going to read the whole thing because I want people to go and read it for themselves. But this is for immediate release, Tarantula Keepers Coalition. The Tarantula Keepers Coalition announced a statement from USFWS regarding contraband species from tarantula hobby. That is the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services, for anybody who doesn't know what that is. They deal with basically everything to do with the animals, import, export, all that kind of stuff in the U.S. So, Bethpage, New York, March 5th, 2019, the Tarantula Keepers Coalition, TKC, registered nonprofit organization dedicated to representing the interests of U.S. breeders of tarantulas and other arthropods. The organization announced today their recent possession of an official statement for the United States Fish and Wildlife Services. This is solid proof that USFWS, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services, is backing the opinion we previously announced, states Jared Martin, who is one of the people that is that runs the Tarantula Keepers Coalition. He's also Pulp Friction. He's one of the owners of Pulp Friction. So he's one of the TKC directors. What's his next? We can now confidently move forward, providing guidance and responsible breeders and keepers. I can't read today. Guidance to responsible breeders and keepers. The TKC thanks the hobbyists who sought their own answers and brought them to us and shared them with the community. The law in question, the Lacey Act, requires U.S. citizens to comply with laws enacted in foreign countries related to flora and fauna endemic to those countries. Brazil has made it known that they have not exported any species of tarantula for commercial purpose. Therefore, all species removed from Brazil were done so illegally. So that means every one of them, every species of tarantula that we have from Brazil today is illegal. That's basically what they're saying. And I'm going to get into the statement here in a minute. The statement was obtained from a concerned hobbyist who wishes to remain anonymous at the time. An inquiry and multiple follow-ups were made to the Fish and Wildlife Service regarding the legality of Brazilian species within the United States. The Fish and Wildlife Service official response was as follows. Thank you for your inquiry regarding the purchase of Brazilian tarantulas. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service's mission is working with others to conserve, protect, enhance fish, wildlife, and plants and their habitats for the continuing benefit of the American people. The possession and domestic or international trade of illegally imported species is prohibited. In addition, any possession or sale of offspring of illegal species is also considered illegal. A specimen that has been traded contrary to foreign government law becomes contraband. At the time it enters the jurisdiction of the United States. If such a specimen makes its way into the United States, the individual or business holding or having control of the specimen has no custodial or property rights to the specimen, and therefore no rights to possess, transfer, breed, or propagate such species. Excuse me for that. Therefore, the possession, sale, or purchase of Brazilian tarantulas imported contrary to Brazilian government law or their offspring is illegal. Emphasized by Fish and Wildlife Services. Thank you for your cooperation in complying with our regulations that help protect fish, wildlife, and plants in their habitats. Please feel free to respond to the message with any future inquiries you may have regarding this matter. During further follow-ups, the Fish and Wildlife Services stated, a specimen that has been traded contrary to any foreign government law becoming contraband at the time it enters the jurisdiction of the United States. Okay, what this means is that every single species to come into the United States, no matter how it came in, what other country it may have came from, every Brazilian species is illegal in the United States now. That is exactly what this is saying. This is if it was bred here, if it could have been bred in any other country and then sent here through legal channels, even legally, it doesn't matter because nothing ever left Brazil legally according to Brazil. So no matter how it was bred, where it came from, it is now illegal in the United States. Therefore, let me keep writing this. Therefore, if a species is endemic to multiple countries, this is important, it is the responsibility of breeders and keepers to confirm it is, or its parents, was not taken from a country which prohibits its exportation. The Fish and Wildlife Service encourages interested parties to also refer to cities. I'm not sure what that is. I will click that at another time, or you can go check that out yourself. The Fish and Wildlife Services was asked to provide a list of species to which breeders and consumers could refer to remain lawful. In response, the Fish and Wildlife Service emphasized that it is the individual breeders' keepers' responsibility to research the lineage of their species to ensure it is not in violation of the Lacey Act. It may just be me, but I think that's basically impossible to do. There is almost no way to go back and get the lineage of any tarantula legally. There's not like a legal document that you can. There's not a birth certificate for tarantulas. I don't see how most of them will ever have that kind of paperwork backing them. So any species that comes from Brazil but can also come from other countries, you have to somehow prove that your species, your tarantula, was imported from another country. So, yeah, I don't know how you could ever prove that. So basically, unless you have some sort of documentation that says that your species, your tarantula was from another country other than Brazil, there's nothing you can do. So pretty much every Brazilian species, unless you somehow have paperwork for it, if it's come from another country, is now banned. Although unable to provide a list of, FWS did agree to officially confirm specific common pet species as contraband. When specifically asked, expressly confirmed contraband species were Bomba cabocla, Brazilian redhead, the Anthoscuria geniculata, which is the giant white knee, Grammostola pulchra, one of the most sought-after species in the hobby, is now completely illegal in the United States. I'm not going to say the first one, T. Celedonia. We all know what that one is. That one is illegal within the United States. And I can't say this last one, so I'm not even going to try. But all of these species, especially the Grammostola pulchra, is just a huge species. The I can never so bad with these. The giant white knee, another gigantic one of the species that's in the hobby, is now banned. Bomba cabocla, Brazilian redhead, that's not as big of a species, but it's a very beautiful species. That they're all illegal. If you own these, they are technically all illegal in the United States now, according to this. I'm not gonna go over and continue reading this because I want you to go finish reading. There is more to it. There is a bunch more of the back and forth that you can read. You can leave a reply, talk to them there, ask questions, and I encourage everybody to go over and take a look at the Tarantula Keepers Coalition website. They do a lot of good work. They handle a lot of important information for us. They are fighting for us, so I think we should be able to go over there and at least check out their site, follow them on Facebook, give them support if you can, financially, or just cheer them on because they are doing a lot of good for us. I'm actually going to leave this here because I just want to keep this up as a short informational type of video for anybody to come and see this. Hopefully I didn't screw up any of this too much. I don't want to give too much of my opinion on it either. I just want to leave it up here for everybody to see the facts. If you think I said anything wrong or I was wrong in any of this, hey, let's get a conversation going in the comments. I would be happy to reply down there. But I am going to leave this here for now. Thank you all for watching and have a very, very good day.